The new U.S. Constitution?
No.
Hear me out.
No way.
A series of essays anonymously published defending the document to the public.
No one will read it.
I disagree.
And if it fails,
that's why we need
the
it.
Constitution's a mess.
So it needs amendment.
It's full of contradictions.
So as independents, we have to start somewhere.
No way.
Making a mistake.
Good night. Hey!
Modern American politics revolve around the U.S. Constitution, but we sometimes forget that its ratification was a long and treacherous road. After the colonies won the Revolutionary War for Independence in 1783, they had to draft some form of an official government that would serve as the backbone for their new governing system. As a response to this urgent need, members of the Second Continental Congress, an early legislative body made up of representatives from all the states, came together and drafted the Articles of Confederation.
However, people quickly started noticing the many weaknesses. In the name of independence and separation from the British monarchy, it gave the government way too little power. Without enough influence to tax the states, the U.S. had major trouble trying to pay back the costly debts caused by the Revolutionary War. The Constitution was drafted by Federalists in 1787 as an attempt to amend the Articles of Confederation and fix America's financial problems. The Federalists were one of two major political groups at the time, and they advocated for a stronger and more centralized government, which the Constitution would allow for. It took 3.5 years and the help of the Federalist Papers, drafted by Madison, Hamilton, and Jay, to ratify the Constitution.
Alexander joins forces with James Madison and John Jay to write a series of essays defending the new United States Constitution entitled The Federalist Papers.
The plan was to write a total of 25 essays, the work divided evenly among the three men. In the end, they wrote 85 essays in the span of 6 months.
John Jay got sick after writing 5.
James Madison wrote 29.
Hamilton wrote the other 51. The Anti-Federalists, or the major force of opposition, feared that the Constitution gave the government way too much power, and it would lead to a repeat of the monarchy that they fought so hard to defeat. They wanted a version with much more individual liberties, which, given that the Bill of Rights didn't exist yet, was a valid argument against the Constitution.
This was the main drawback that the Federalists received when the push for ratification was the most intense. Because of this, the Bill of Rights was created, which ensured the protection of all Americans. So this was all Americans minus Black people, slaves, women, and Native Americans. These individuals wouldn't gain recognition until many years later in American history.
Adios, amigos!
Take a shot, take a shot, and I am not throwing away my